race is now the people versus Paxton, who he calls the most corrupt politician in America. I'm Blaze Gainey in Austin.
Alabama is asking the Supreme Court to allow it to use a congressional map that favors Republicans in this year's midterms. The state's GOP leadership has filed an emergency appeal after a court found that a Republican-backed redistricting plan intentionally discriminated against black people. More people in the U.S. are going hungry now than they did during the depths of a pandemic. NPR's Scott Horsley reports on a new survey from the New York Federal Reserve Bank.
The New York Fed periodically asks Americans if they're having to skip meals, rely on food donations, or receiving federal assistance to buy groceries. Results from the most recent survey show higher levels of food insecurity now than during the summer of 2020, when the coronavirus pandemic triggered double-digit unemployment. In February, 1 out of 10 families missed meals for lack of food, but hunger was twice as common among families earning less than $50,000 a year. The results highlight what observers have called the K-shaped economy, with rich households thriving while poor families struggle. The Agriculture Department, which oversees the food assistance program, halted its own research on food insecurity last year. Scott Horsley, NPR News, Washington.
This is NPR.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include DuckDuckGo, who believes AI should be optional and private. That's why they created Duck.ai, where users can chat privately with AI. No tracking. Learn more at Duck.ai.
Good afternoon. From KJZZ News in Phoenix, I'm Bruce Drummond. The state Senate passed a bill yesterday which would create a new licensing system for vape retailers. From KJZZ's Politics Desk, Cameron Sanchez reports on the measure aimed at cracking down on sales to minors.
The bill is supported by the vape lobby. It would set up a licensing framework for vape manufacturers and distributors and move oversight under the purview of the State Department of Liquor Licensing and Control. Currently, it's managed by the Department of Health Services. The bill passed with bipartisan support, but there were a few holdouts like Senator Mitzi Epstein, who say it doesn't go far enough.
There should be a retail license for all nicotine and alternative nicotine products, but this bill bifurcates them. This says vape is special, it's different, and it's not.
The bill only establishes penalties for manufacturers and distributors, not retailers. For that reason, the bill is opposed by health organizations like the American Cancer Society. The Attorney General's office works in tandem with DHS to prosecute retailers who sell to minors. Cameron Sanchez, KJZZ News, Phoenix.
A conservative-leaning think tank is continuing its fight to overturn a state law designed to entice production companies to film movies and TV shows in Arizona. KJZZ's Greg Haney has the latest.
The 2022 law allocates tax credits for film productions primarily shot on location in Arizona. Those credits could be in the millions of dollars depending on the size of the production budget. The Goldwater Institute argued in court last year that the credits equate to handing out public resources to private enterprise, which violates the state constitution's gift clause. The judge in that case disagreed. Now the institute is making a similar argument to the State Court of Appeals, saying the credits could exceed taxes owed to the state from production companies. No date has been set for a hearing. Greg Haney, KJZZ News, Phoenix.
You can find this story and all of our news on our website. That is kjzz.org. 97 was our high yesterday in Phoenix. We will cool down over the next several days briefly. 95 the high today, 94 tomorrow, and then back to the upper 90s though by Saturday. It's sunny and 88 degrees right now in Phoenix at 12:06.
From NPR and WBUR, I'm Robin Young.
I'm Indira Lakshmanan. It's here and now. Israel is stepping up its war in Lebanon, where the health ministry says more than 3,000 people have been killed by Israeli airstrikes since March. The Israeli military is now warning people living in Tyre, one of the biggest cities in southern Lebanon, to evacuate. Lebanese officials say Israeli airstrikes killed more than 30 people just yesterday, including children. Hezbollah, the militant group, is responding with drones and rockets. All of this during what was supposed to be a ceasefire that started in April as the U.S. and Iran try to negotiate a peace deal. Joyce Kadam is editor-in-chief of Al Monitor, a Washington-based news outlet focused on the Middle East, and she joins us now. Welcome, Joyce.
Great to be with you, Indira.
So bring us up to speed. Israel is now telling residents of Tyre to evacuate. What has changed in the last day, and why is Israel escalating now?
What we're seeing on the ground is a swift Israeli operation, ground operation, moving very close to the cities of Nabatea and Tyre. Both are very big southern cities. This goes much further than the demarcation line that splits the border, and it goes much further than the Litani line, where Israel initially said the operation would go. Today they're 3 miles away from Nabatea, and they are still wanting to move to Tyre. The problem we're having now is the ceasefire we're seeing is in name only. We haven't seen Israeli operations stop in South Lebanon, and Hezbollah has kept firing rockets and drones. Our understanding is from the Americans here is Beirut, the capital, remains off limits for the Israelis. The Trump administration has told Israel they don't want them bombing Beirut, even though they're allowing them to do targeted assassinations. But clearly, Israel is not done with its operation in Lebanon, and they want to just keep going until their goals are achieved.
Well, so in other words, you're saying that Israeli military forces will now cross a previously established security zone in southern Lebanon and go behind that ceasefire demarcation line that you were referring to in some areas to drive Hezbollah fighters farther north. That's what Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says. So explain to us, Hezbollah is responding. Do we know what their military capabilities are now after months of fighting? And what are Israel's goals in Lebanon?
Very important questions. Let's start with Israel goals. So the short term for Israel, they've entered this on March 2 to stop Hezbollah fire across the border. But they've only been sucked in deeper and deeper into Lebanon. The long-term goal for them is disarmament of Hezbollah, but everybody is telling them this cannot be done militarily. So it seems the medium-term goal for Israel is occupation of southern Lebanon, going back to the 80s and controlling that area to prevent Hezbollah from launching attacks into Israel. The question on Hezbollah's capabilities, a very good one. This is a very agile party. They've been through the biggest leaders, the major attacks of all of this, but they've managed to sustain their attacks against Israel. You mentioned drones. They're now, this agility, they're moving from rockets to drones, a cheaper way to attack Israel and harder to stop. They've gone underground. Their new leader is nowhere near charismatic as the previous one, as Nasrallah, but they've managed politically to keep their Shia base, a big portion of it, in southern Lebanon. And the more beatings they get, the more sympathy they're getting, at least from the Lebanese in the south.
Well, you're originally from Lebanon, so tell us quickly, how divided is the Lebanese population and government over Hezbollah?
People I talk to every day, they're just so tired of this state of perpetual conflict and war in Iraq. This has been going on for decades now, and they want a long-term solution. At the same time, the disproportionate response from Israel, the razing of villages and towns is also, terrifying people, and they don't want an Israeli occupation of their land. The government itself, I would say, they are trying to challenge Hezbollah, but they're weak. The music that's going on, the international pressure that's going on is much faster than how the Lebanese government can respond. So they're waiting to see there's another round of talks in Washington on Friday, Israel-Lebanon talks. So they're waiting to see if a real ceasefire can be just maneuvered out of that.
One wonders if it's even realistic to have those talks in the middle of a full war. Joyce Karam is editor-in-chief of Al Monitor. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, some Republicans have defied President Trump's demands for a new White House wall room or his $1.776 billion anti-weaponization fund. But our next guest says at least one critic doesn't pass the smell test. Julian Zelizer is here. He's a Princeton University scholar who has long helped us look at the news through an historic prism. And today it's recent history that we're going to look back at. Julian, welcome back.
Thanks. It's nice to be with you.
Yeah. So your recent Substack is titled Senator McConnell's Hypocrisy About January 6th. This is after President Trump's Attorney General Todd Blanche proposed that $1.776 billion fund purporting to be for people who feel the law has been weaponized against them. Now, Jan 6 insurrectionists are already filing. Mitch McConnell, former Senate Majority Leader, got all huffy. He said, so the nation's top law enforcement official is asking for a slush fund to pay people who assault cops. Utterly stupid, morally wrong. Take your pick. You say what?
Well, Senator McConnell was instrumental, along with Senate Republicans, in protecting President Trump, including during the second impeachment, where McConnell had the power and used it to delay the proceedings, and then to argue that the Senate, after having delayed the proceedings, couldn't convict a former president. And in 2024, McConnell backed President Trump to run again. And so he is part of a Republican coalition that has protected the president and a firewall for the president despite January 6th.
Yeah, and to remind people, he also, along with many Republicans who fled for their lives on Jan 6, initially expressed outrage, called it disgraceful, said Jan 6 was provoked by the president and others, but then, as you say, pivoted, delayed the impeachment hearings until it was too late, and then said he couldn't convict a former president. Look, Mitch McConnell, we'll remind ourselves, also blocked President Obama's nomination of Merrick Garland in 2016. He said it was too early in an election year to have that. But then in 2020, he fast-tracked President Trump's nominee, Amy Coney Barrett. This is just weeks before a presidential election. So his critics would say he's long been capable of the kind of hypocrisy that it sounds like you're talking about. But what if this time he really is having some sort of change of heart and he really means it, that this, what people are calling a slush fund that would pay insurrectionists, is appalling?
Well, I think if you're bothered, as many people are, by January 6th, it's better to have a former Republican leader and still a prominent Republican standing against the slush fund and standing against this kind of payment, and that vote matters. But still, more broadly, you want some sense of reckoning from the party about what's happened, what they've done, and the implications of continuing to this day to protect the president from their own party when he does things that destabilize the democracy. So unless he does that, unless you see more people in the party do that, this is obviously a good step, but it doesn't leave the bigger issue addressed, and you'll have more problems recur.
You suggest a Jewish practice of apology. Yeah. I'm in reading your Substack, I was realizing how much has changed since Mitch McConnell was so powerful. Now, if you ask most Americans who's the Senate Majority Leader, I don't think most would know. It's John Thune of South Dakota, by the way, but maybe that's because Donald Trump really is de facto Senate Majority Leader. And I'm wondering if, McConnell has maybe not only potentially wrecked his own reputation, at least with historians like you, who you are saying he's being hypocritical, but also destroyed the job he once held, the majority leader.
I think that's right. I think there's two things that have happened. One is President Trump has expanded his reach as a party leader. I think he's actually stronger now than he was in the first term in controlling, threatening, and intimidating his own party and rallying votes, as we have now seen, against his opponents. But secondly, what Senator McConnell did, and many Republicans have done, was give away the power of the institution in a quest for party power. And so the implications of that are you reach 2026, and leadership positions in the Senate and the House are not what they once were because the president has become so dominant. So he actually, through his power, eroded, some of the standing of that very office.
Yeah, well, and just in the minute we have, if there is some sort of mea culpa, not in a punitive way, but to help people like you believe, what form would that take?
It sure did.
Want to do a shot of raw milk to toast this with me? All right.
Sunday night I might bang me some It's the people's champ, something like a baller. The candy paint dripping off of the old school Impala. I'm with that big bank Hank, that Papa Joe and Pop Street, I'm like chicken pox. Turn the bass up just a notch. Sitting sideways. Boys in the days, sitting sideways. Sitting sideways. On a Sunday night, I might bang me some days. You see them blades chopping, you see that truck popping, hoes that diss me in the club be the same hoes popping. They see me in the Jag, acting bad with T. Paris, mouth full of ice. You gon' see about 20 carats sitting sideways. Sitting sideways. Sitting sideways. On a Sunday night, I might bang me some all these girls excited. Ooh, you know they like it. I'm so icy, so icy. Girl, don't try to fight it. All your friends invited. I'm so icy, so icy. Got a house around my neck and my wrist on chill. Any given time, 250 in your grill. $250,000. All I do is talk shit. You can even add a couple grand for my outfit. Yeah, you better act like you know, man. In my hood, they call me Teddy, the snowman. All these girls excited. You know they like it. I'm so icy, so icy. Oh, girl, don't try to fight it. All your friends invited. I'm so icy, so icy. She digging my fit. She think I'm the shit. Is this the chain on my neck or the watch on my wrist? Baby, the ice in my ear or the bracelets. But she look like the type that could take a dick. Young, Teddy May, don't kiss me, baby. You can kiss my chain. All these girls excited. Ooh, you know they like it. I'm so icy. Oh, girl, don't try to fight it. Oh, all your friends invite him. I'm so icy. Bricks, white bricks, white bricks, white tan bricks, just hit a lick. More bricks, falling like a bitch with all these bricks. So icy see, I'm a fool with the snow. They think I'm putting jewels in the coke. My, watch your cool, honey. Paint job, cold 20. And after this flip, I'm quitting the trap. Cold turkey. Psych the packing and I'm working. Drought season in. Charge your ass a whole 30. Tan bricks, just hit a lick. No bricks, falling like a bitch with all these bricks. But right now, you can get it for a low number. The fish scale white, same color my Hummer. Zone 6 polar bears never see summer. It's winter all year, cause the birds fly under. 95 Air Max, cause I'm a dope runner. I'm ballin' like an athlete, but got no jumper. Tan bricks, just hit a lick. No bricks, rolling like a bitch with all these bricks. I'ma scrape the pot and fuck it up. What?
When you get to 7th Street, you make a left.
Who's in it?
You go all the way down to 7th Street.
Sitting in next to me. I know what to do with it. $1,000 shoe walking on a damn house. He ain't running up a bag, he running his damn mouth. I'm Mr. Swing the Dog, Mr. Beat the Road, 2,000 on a call. Stepping on they throat. I'm Mr. Ride, run. I'm Mr. Ain't going up. He Mr. Pump Faker, Mr. Hot Scraper. Hey, 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 Hot Scraper. Hey, hey, nah, nigga, I ain't fucking off. Nigga, flip phone. Oh, it's a massage. Nigga, I ain't fucking off. Nigga, flip phone. Oh, it's a massage. Yeah, strapped on with hurdles, nigga. You fall like a turtle, nigga. You is not no fucking boss. You know you a worker, nigga. I'm a fucking splurger, nigga. I'm a dope server, nigga. to do with it. $1,000 shoes, I'm walking on a damn mouse. He ain't running up a bag, he running his damn mouth. Mr. Swing the door, Mr. Beat the roller, 2,000 on the go. Nigga stepping on they throat, Mr. Right foreign, I'm Mr. Ain't going on. He Mr. Pump Faker, Mr. Pot Scraper. He Mr. Pump Faker, I'm Mr. Pot Scraper. He Mr. Pump Faker, he Mr. Pump Faker, I'm Mr. Pump, Mr. Pump Faker. I'm Mr. Pot Scraper, yeah, he Mr. Pump Faker. I'm gonna scrape it, make a Chop on the floor, pistol on the couch. Put a rich soul, I never had a bank account. Junkies gone and junkies gone now. Made 100,000 in my trap house. Bricks going in, bricks going out. Made 100,000 in my trap house. I said, bricks going in, bricks going out. Made 100,000 in my trap house. I'm tired of selling bricks, I wanna go legit. I wonder, can I sell 11 million like 50 cents? Say my lifestyle extravagant. I talk cash shit. Bitches say I'm arrogant. Gucci ain't shit, bitch, I beg your pardon. I'm independent, but I'm ballin' like a major artist. I stay high like giraffe pussy. In my trap house, smoking bubble cushy. Shower on the floor, pistol on the couch. Hood rich, so I never had a bank account. Junkies gone and junkies gone now. Made 100,000 in my trap house. Bricks going in, bricks going out. Made 100,000 in my trap house. I said bricks going in, bricks going out. Made 100,000 in my trap house. Jumped out the wick, everybody looking. Big clouds of smoke, but ain't nobody cooking. Yellow Humvee with the yellow feet, yellow diamonds, same color cheddar cheese. And I'm smoking on that purple shit. They call me tube service cause I work a bitch. Money on like Shaq feet, running dope like a sprinter at a track. Jump on the floor, let's go on the couch. Jump on the floor. Hood rich, so I never had a bank account. Junkies going and junkies going out. Junkies going out. Bricks going in, bricks going out. Made 100,000 in my trap. Chop on the floor. Shop 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 on the floor. You don't know that they just you don't know how to represent me. Who said some shit like me? Who made it like me? Oh, you don't know that nigga. I do the shit that I do. Your little crew, pay for it if I got to. Oh, you don't know that nigga. Run off in your house, put the Glock off in your mouth, blow your motherfucking brains out. Girl, you don't know that nigga. Girl, you don't know that nigga like me. Yeah. Girl, you don't know Girl, you don't know that nigga. No. You don't know that nigga that dress fresher than me. Hey, you don't know that nigga that wear more polo shit than me. Oh, you don't know that nigga who do more freaky stuff. Eat the coochie with the legs up, then I blow it all in your body. Girl, you don't know that nigga. You don't know that nigga like me. Girl, you don't know that nigga. Girl, you don't know that nigga. No. Time